Guys, this is Dr. Kodo Fix. Welcome back in today's very video edition here. I was asking a lot of you guys, what should I cook next? What video should I make next? Because a lot of you guys, like 99% of you guys who are my audience, are not watching my content. It was quite displeasing. And a lot of people who are watching my content are people who are not subscribing to my channel. So I really need to know what content you guys want me to create to be able to, so we can be able to flow together. We can have this conversation. We can have this interactive section. So that is what my channel is. It's not about playing mute. This is not a celebrity channel. I'm not here to mute or to play deaf on anybody. So let's dive into the business of the day on how to test O2 sensor using a simple multimeter. I have actually taught you guys on how to test O2 sensor without using multimeter in another video, so go ahead and watch that very video. If you don't have multimeter, that's why I made that very video. So without wasting your time, I'm going to be very much more brief in this very video here using the multimeter. Let's say less than 5 minutes, I'm gonna be done. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. Okay, so we got different kinds of O2 sensor here for different car make and model. This is downstream oxygen sensor, and this is upstream oxygen. I used this, I tested this one in the previous video without using any tool. Okay, so guys, sorry for that breaking transmission. We have O2 sensor here for Pujo. This is upstream oxygen sensor. I tested it in the other video and I said you can be able to verify completely if this oxygen sensor is really working fine without using any tool. So in this episode, I'll be using a multimeter to be able to teach you to know if this is working great. So if you haven't watched that very video, go ahead and watch it, because there are a lot of useful information which you need to find in that very video which is not present in this very video. So without wasting further time, let's dive into it. So pretty much, I know a lot of you guys have known that there is a downstream oxygen sensor that's more longer, and we have upstream oxygen sensor. There are huge difference between two of them, because here you can see clearly this is for Pujo, but you can be able to tell, you can tell that there is a lot of difference in the wiring color codings. So I'm going to be testing this one here, using this one for the subject matter of today, and in so doing I'll just need to turn on my multimeter and put it in the ohmic range to read the resistance. So let me sit it a little bit down so it can participate. You can see, so it should be reading OL. It tests the two terminals. Okay, that's one right there. Now I'm gonna grab this, which is for this one. Let me keep this one aside because we're gonna also test them later. So the first thing we want to test here is the heater circuit. The heater circuit is often using the same color coding for identification, while the sensor part is using a two different coding. So this one here is where the power goes. The power goes here, and the signals goes back from here to the ECM. So let's test it from here, which is this two terminal here, and let's take a look at what the reading is. Okay, you guys can see it is 6 ohms. This is 6 ohms for the heater circuit. That's not bad. At least it's stable. What we are looking at here, when we want to know a very good heater circuit, is a stable reading. We have 6 ohms and it's very stable. I hope you guys can see that. Now let's test the other side. If it shows any some sort of instability in the reading, then it's not good. So locate the other side. Let me on the light. Locate the other two sides, and we test it using the terminal. Make sure they're not touching. Now you can see it. So it's reading OL. The other circuit is blown, but the other circuit is in good condition. Now for a lot of you guys who have not seen this before, I'm going to test other different O2 sensor here so we can be able to double check if we're supposed to have a reading on the second side. So let me pick up this very Honda Accord, Toyota Denso, popular O2 sensor. This one was taken out of a car. I don't know why the technician took it out. Now for this very one here, I would like to do something a little bit different so I can see the stability in the reading, which is, let me plug this to this probe here. Plug this to this probe here. And I'm gonna use this to define the pin. Remember what I told you on the other side. So in the other one, in the other Pujo, we have two whites, which is actually the heater circuit, and we have a different color. So this one we have black. So note that. So we're gonna locate it in this very pin here. Is this very two on this side? So I'm gonna plug this one here and this one here. And let's take a look at it. Okay, there we go. We having some glitch here. It reads it's having 41 milliohms, so which means the resistance of this very one here, the heater circuit, has been affected and it's not heating up as it should. It should at least give up to 6 ohms. So let's go and test the other two remaining ones. Let's test these two here. So test the other two here and see what we're gonna get. We are getting 1 milliohms, 1.1. So now we're supposed to have a very functional O2 sensor so we can be able to compare the readings. But most often times, in as much as the other side is reading and is stable, that shows that the O2 sensor, both circuits are good. Now what do we take home? What can we take home within this very two O2 sensor here? This one here, the sensor part here, which is this very two wire, has gone, and that is why it can't report back to the ECM on how the amount of oxygen that is left in the exhaust. However, on this one here, the sensor signal part, which is this white and blue, is in a good condition. However, the heater circuit is not in a good condition. It has a very, very low reading. So either ways, the two O2 sensors are bad. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick tutorial on how to test O2 sensors using a simple multimeter. Kindly subscribe to my channel and share this video with others who are trying to solve a problem related to O2 sensor that can actually trigger a check engine light, vehicle underperformance, too much fuel consumption, and a whole lot of other symptoms which I can be able to cover in this very episode here. So bye for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.